And then we'll have to make a trip to, whatchamacallit, as soon as we can.
Man, the galaxy's too
Talk
big
with
to be
Sam.
stuck in the same place.
I'll let him pick whatever pose he's about to pick in a second here.
I'd appreciate your advice. After our last talk, I just feel a little more at peace, a little more whole. Cora's grandpa, good old Jacob, well, he just will not stop pestering me to see Cora, and that's complicated.
We'll talk about this later. I mean, Cora's got a lot of people to care for.
I mean, can you blame them? She's something else. But things with my dad, my early years, they weren't good. My mother died when I was 7. Some people have such strong memories from their early life. Me, I mean, I remember her. I have some pictures. I remember the feelings, but just a few clear memories.
What happened to her?
She banged up her knee real good in an accident. So she went in for knee replacement. Supposed
Knee
to be
replacement
routine,
mean?
but that damn anesthesiologist dropped the ball. And one day mom's fine, and the next, doctors take her away.
That's wild. Went in for knee replacement surgery, dies. How the fuck does that happen? What do you remember?
She had these truly ancient cameras, like caveman type things. To the room with a red light, she developed pictures she took in this chemical bath. I remember sitting on a stool, looking up at them slowly fading in, and it was like alchemy to me then. That's all I have. Just glimpses like that.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Oh, it's all right. It's ancient history. So, Jacob raised me on his own, and shit, maybe I don't give him enough credit. I mean, I know how tough it is, but he was strict, hard. Dad was a longtime civil servant, a big man in government, and he had a future all laid out for me. Man, could he get his hooks into you. He was scary good at that.
What exactly did your dad do?
At his height, he was some sort of trade minister. A very prominent man in Aquila City. After I came along, he stepped down to a lower posting. We still had a finger in trade all over the collective. I can't deny it. He sacrificed a lot to be closer to Mom and me.
Probably did it out of love.
Maybe. But it was tough to live up to his exacting expectations. But I tried. I felt the weight of legacy. I wanted to do him proud. He said I had to learn the business, run some freight, see how credits flow, speak the language. Meanwhile, he's working some angle for a government job for me after. That sounded even more miserable than what I was doing.
Jesus Christ. The flirt options are so bad. The last one that Sam had wasn't that bad. Alright, let me put it to you this way. This line coming from a woman doesn't sound that bad. But it's also like, man, is this really the time to be saying something like that? But, so far, Sam's have not been absolutely horrendous. Andresia's haven't been absolutely horrendous. It's just Sarah's. Sarah's are really bad, man. Did you ever tell him you didn't want it?
Oh, I started to. Many, many times. He'd always steer the conversation away or just use logic to dissect every little point. Once I held my ground, and he said I was an ungrateful child, not worthy of what he was doing.
Well, you should have asked what you wanted then.
I know, right? Even after I was with the Rangers, Dad was just always needling, angling for me to join the government. But by then I knew myself more, and I could stand up to him. And Lillian, well, she helped. If I let Jacob into Cora's life, he'll dream up some big future for her and tie her into knots like he did with me. The man could teach a master class in manipulation.
Is your father really that much of a problem?
I mean, I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure that freight company was silently partnered with good old Dad. And the smuggling? I wouldn't put it past him to be involved. Very involved. He always did a good job of keeping that side of the business hidden from everyone. Especially me.
Well, have you seen any evidence of that?
Well, no.
Yeah.
But he hadn't had much opportunity. And he's a sly one. Not sure I'd be able to spot anything.
It should be up to Cora. Otherwise, you're making choices for her.
Yeah, but she's only 12 and... Well, I see what you did there. If I just flat out say no, I'm a hypocrite, right? I guess I got more to think about.
Yeah, then you're doing the same thing your dad did, yeah. I understand where he's coming from, but you also gotta understand where Jacob's coming from. He doesn't seem like all that bad of a man. He does really seem to hate Constellation. I don't know why. So that's kind of, like, particularly odd. Also, notice how the damage is, like, fluctuating constantly? It says 100 now, and then it says 115. Now it says 55. What the fuck? Undock real quick.
Round again.
And I guess that's her ship there, and we don't have access to it. Otherwise, I would just take it. Alright, back to Aquila. Never mind, back to the den. Head back to the den real quick before I forget. Because I have some things I shouldn't have.
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece.
Holy shit, I can barely see it. Ship's so fucking cool. Oh, Lord! Doc! Whoops.
Docking complete.
Thank God, no damage. Shit.
Board's green. Ready for what comes next. Looks like this place has seen better days.
Really gonna
How
fucking walk
may
up
the
to this
trade
guy?
authority... You won't find a better offer on the state.
Alright, see you
I
around.
try not to trade in gossip, but if you have any verifiable information, I'm all ears.
Does this guy have anything else to say?
Farewell, then.
Nope. Yeah, I don't think anyone here has anything else to say. Pretty much exhausted every quest that was available in this place. Unless something's changed that I'm not aware of, but pretty sure it hasn't. Let's go. I I really want to try this fucking pistol out again now that I've got a stronger kick to it than I did before. What with those penetrator rounds, supposed to be pretty tough. Kind of noticing my hair is clipping into the back of my head all of a sudden. I don't think it's done that before. Might just be because of this hat. Looks like I got a bad haircut.
Well, hey there. Akila's
I've noticed I haven't really had to talk to anyone. Outside of like a handful of people.
Better this than being some dust wrangler on Montara Luna.
Hey there, Deputy. Way I hear it, you've been keeping busy jumping from one side of the Freestar Collective to the other. How do you like the job so far?
Doesn't matter. Feels good to be out there making a difference.
That's good to hear. So, what brings you by?
How's your progress cracking the first encryption?
It's going well so far. I think I'm close to a breakthrough. With enough data, I'll be able to tell you everything they're up to.
Well, I got another one for you.
Well, well, what do we have here? Well, this is new. Very interesting indeed. I'll see what I can do. If you can get me another one of these, it'll give me more context for the encryption and should speed things up. In the meantime, you be careful out there, Deputy. From what I've heard, these mercs mean business.
All right.
It's really an honor to be able to help out.
That's actually like a shocking... I was kind of shocked because he sat there and actually took a second to read. I was like, oh wow, I don't really see that happen in these games. Typically you hand them a book and then they just go, very interesting, and then immediately, like, they just know everything that's to be said on there. So let us go to Alpha Centauri real quick. I just need to hit Jemison. Would like to go to the lodge. Very much, please and thank you.
I don't want to like it, but I got to admit, New Atlantis is classy.
Is it? I don't think it's very classy. I think it's fucking overpopulated.
Good to be back.
It's not big enough for all the crap that's in it. Let's head up and over to my room, grab some weapons out of the box.
Guess we're done.
Nice. Looking pretty slick there, Sam. Alright. We can just... Well, I guess I gotta walk outside first. I was gonna say we can just fast travel straight to where we need to go. Alright. We can do some pirate stuff next. And then we'll go do Eyewitness and whatnot.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
Always a pleasure. Of course you can, sweetie.
Might as well flirt with Sarah. It's been like 3 weeks since I've actually talked to her.
Every time you say those things, it feels like I'm in heaven.
It's interesting how they can, like, that makes that like a talkable thing
Take care
again.
of yourself.
Where's Barrett hiding? That's what I gotta figure out. There he is.
What's new?
Got anything for me?
I do, actually. Here you go.
Alien
Sorry,
sandwich.
I was lost in a memory for a moment there. How can I help?
Ready to get back out there?
Do you have something in mind, or do you just want to pick a star and see what's there? I'm up for anything.
Barrett, good to see you. You two have fun. Just not too much fun.
Absolutely.
All right.
See you later.
You need something?
Alrighty. So let's see where we gotta end up going this time. Travel to the Siren of Stars. It's in the RNA system. I do find it odd that the Vigilance is here as well, within reach of this mission. Let's go. I probably should have switched ships, now that I think about it. Oh well. Too late. Rough dock. Just slamming over the side of it. Fuck it.
And we're locked in.
Speak with Yevgeny Rokov. Stealing, damn. I should do a clean sweep for evidence, at the very least. But I'm not seeing anything.
Well, time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out.
This is the default Nord voice from Skyrim, I can tell. Because he's got that Galmar Stonefist cadence to him. What, no tour of the ship?
Oh, sure. First a tour, followed by a formal dinner at the captain's table. Let's get one thing straight. You're here for business, not for a vacation. So let's start by talking about
no, it's
Delgado's
Ulfric.
sudden olive branch.
Sounds like Ulfric. Why follow Delgado's orders if you're not in the fleet?
Because the only way to achieve a win is by agreeing to play the game in the first place. Worst case scenario, I don't make the fleet, but I end up a couple thousand credits richer. That's almost a win-win, don't you think?
Well, I'm just following orders.
Yeah, I figured you'd say something like that. Just another one of Delgado's loyal little soldiers, huh? Fine, have it your way. So Neva's message said you were here for Dumbrosky. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal?
Why don't you ask Neva yourself?
Don't play games with me. We both know pinging a message back and forth to the key is going to take longer than we have to do this job. We're supposed to be working together on every part of this. So, you gonna tell me what else you're here for or not?
She asked me to steal the Earth Savior Award.
Oh, really? Did she now? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place.
What was the original plan you had with Neva?
I spent months manipulating the Terran Preservation Society into hosting their gala affair aboard the Siren of the Stars. I had to arrange the event to make sure that the award was aboard the ship. Neva said she'd do the rest. When I got a message about Dumbrosky, I assumed she'd be tagging along to steal the award. But looks like she sent you in her place.
Yeah, well, without her, you're also never getting back into the fleet.
She told you to hold that over my head, did she? Oh, that witch. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. Anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have a much bigger fish to fry. So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest?
And what do you consider normal prey?
Merchant vessels, transport, supply convoys, mining settlements, you get the picture. But taking on a megacorp, that's a really big deal. Something the Crimson Fleet stayed away from in the past. Sounds to me like Delgado's either getting desperate, or this is leading to an even bigger score down the road.
Wonder all you want. That's all the information you're getting.
Oh, I see. We're playing this game now. Fine, fine. Well, you might as well turn around and hop back aboard your ship because you're not getting near Dumbrosky without my help.
You want credits? Hugs? What?
You obviously have something specific in mind.
Well, well. It appears we have a mind reader here. You're absolutely right. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, well, you're in no position to make demands right now. Just do as you're told.
Fine. You want to play it that way, and suit yourself. Dumbrosky's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Terran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Oh, this is my cue. Step aside, mortals. Barrett is here.
Shut the fuck up. Anything you want to tell me about the gala?
The event's a complete sham. Bunch of rich snobs getting together and throwing a party for themselves. These people couldn't give a damn about Terran preservation or any other charity for that matter.
Yeah, what's a full-timer?
Someone with enough disposable income to afford a permanent six-figure cabin aboard one of Trident's finest spaceliners. Consider it similar to owning a luxury mobile vacation home. Plaything for the wealthy, you get the gist.
Well, I didn't bring my dinner jacket.
Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starfield ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dumbrosky, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets.
What sort of dirty secrets are we talking about?
He's a VIP executive, which means he either worked really, really hard using blood, sweat, and tears to make the arduous climb to the top, or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed his way up the corporate ladder. From what I've heard, it's the second option.
As long as there's free booze.
Now you're speaking my language. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck.
Why can't I just kill Dumbrosky and take his credentials?
You seriously need to ask. Okay, I'll give you 2 reasons. First, Gold Bank protects their own. Kill Dumbrosky, and they send Ecliptic after every Crimson Fleet ship they can find. Not something Delgado wants, I suspect. And second, you offer Gal Bank employee in every single Gal Bank facility in the settled systems will triple their security. I'm gonna guess that won't help with whatever your plans are regarding Gal Bank, now will it?
Interesting, I can still kill him anyway. It said optional. What's the deal with this Terran Preservation Society?
They claim their goal is to celebrate the soul of the Earth, the culture, the people, and the ideals of the past. In their minds, Earth is now dead, which is why they feel that preservation of its remaining aspects is so important. In reality, this is what happens when folks with far too much time and far too much money get together to make themselves feel like they're contributing to society.
Can you help me with that Earth Savior Award?
As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan?
You think Neva will have any problems selling it?
I once saw Neva strip down a UC security ship and sell the parts back to the UC through a shell company. If that doesn't put your concerns to rest, I don't know what will. Now tell me, what about the status of your plan? How can I help?
Well, I've just gotten started.
Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starfield ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms. Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
Probably shouldn't show up dressed like a fucking pirate, so we're gonna put on... What's a suitable thing? I mean, they said it wasn't black tie, but I could just walk in wearing a suit. They have that awful thing. I don't know, nothing else really quite screams the same as that that suit, so we're probably gonna put on the suit to kind of blend in. And we're probably gonna want a suppressed pistol as well, something that won't be loud, so I'm gonna put on that side star. We gotta make sure we have no guns.
Shh. Listen. You can't hear the engines, can you? You're not going to hear engines anywhere else in the settled systems.
Just checking around to see if there's any, settler poncho. Just checking for any evidence, you know what I mean? But it's kind of looking like there won't be any. Ask Society patrons about Larry. Speak to Sheila about the ES award.
This is one of Trident's top-of-the-line vessels. Hell of a ship, isn't it?
I suppose. Doesn't really seem much more better or interesting than any other ship. It's huge, I'll give you that. It's fucking big.
These newer vessels more or less run autonomously, which doesn't leave much for the crew to do around here.
Yeah, that's horrifying. Alright, we're in the Starland Ballroom. Or whatever the fuck it was called. Fancy ice bucket. I don't know if I have that outfit yet. That is pretty goofy looking, though. The crop top jacket. Don't mind me. Just making my way.
In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin in a quiet and orderly fashion.
Wow, look at this place.
For the safety of everyone aboard, please be certain you don't interfere with any of the crew or security members of our vessel. We have a range of excursions available at all of our destinations. All the details are in your cabin.
I should talk to Sheila first.
Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Positively horrid.
Everyone seems to think
I
so.
certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard a Starliner.
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense. Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important.
Isn't it risky to hold an award ceremony aboard a Starliner?
Not at all. I was assured that this particular ship was outfitted with the absolute latest and cutting-edge security. I am completely confident that Trident Luxury Lines will keep all of us safe.
When will the award ceremony occur?
Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted, the ceremony might never take place at all.
I heard you're in charge of the Earth Savior Award.
Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask?
Has it ever been stolen?
During my tenure? Oh, certainly not. There was an unfortunate incident where my predecessor attempted to sell the award to the highest bidder, but that was quickly resolved. Needless to say, they'll be spending the rest of their life in a UC prison.
Their whole life just for that? That's a bit much. What do you mean the transfer of the award?
Well, the Earth Savior Award is one of a kind. The Blue Diamonds alone are irreplaceable. Since we can't produce a new award every year, it's instead passed from one recipient to the next. I supervise the transfer and make certain that there's ample security during transport and at the destination.
That's so dumb. You must be nervous keeping something so valuable in your cabin.
In my cabin? Oh, please. Why would I do something so foolish? I'll have you know that the award is locked inside the master safe, located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
Okay. Purser's office,
If you want to dine at Captain Rokov's table during dinner service, it's only an additional 5,000 credits.
Jesus.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The society chair has really outdone herself this time. Nice to have met you.
So it really is just kind of talk to
what brings you
anyone
aboard?
and everyone.
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, eh?
You know anything about Larry Dumbrosky?
Larry likes to drop overly complex words into conversations. I'm sure he knows that it annoys people, but he does it anyway.
Okay, nothing valuable. You got any information regarding the Earth Savior Award?
Even if I was offered the award, I wouldn't take it. Can you imagine the security nightmare I'd have to deal with? No, thank you.
What can you tell me about the Terran Preservation Society?
The Society is such a worthy cause. What could be more important than the preservation of the Earth's spirit?
I'm gonna ask this one again.
And why the heck are you so interested in him anyway? That's
Okay.
all then? Okay.
So you get one per person.
Hello. Here for business or pleasure?
You know anything about Larry?
Dumbrosky is married to some poor woman that he constantly leaves behind in New Atlantis when he goes on his business trips.
You have any information regarding the ES Award?
It's for the Society's high rollers. If you don't have more than 8 figures in your account, I wouldn't even bother going after the award.
What can you tell me about the Terran Preservation Society?
You don't necessarily have to be wealthy to contribute, though the minimum donation level is 5,000 credits.
If
Well,
you
that
have
was
any
boring.
little ones aboard, story
Alright,
time
fuck
with
you too,
Serena
bitch.
will be held in the ship's library this evening.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
You know anything about Larry?
His behavior towards women is abominable. That man really ought to be ashamed of himself.
Jesus, okay. So he's an adulterer, that's for sure. You have any information regarding the ES Award?
I missed out on the award to someone else last year, so this year, I doubled my contributions to the Society. Fingers crossed.
What can you tell me about the TPS?
The Society was founded about 8 years ago by Carl S.A. Worthington, a prominent businessman from New Atlantis.
Okay.
Don't forget to donate to the cause.
An open
Right.
bar.
Quite a lovely Starliner.
Nothing but the best for the Society, eh?
You know anything about Larry?
Larry has an A-level executive rating over at Galbank, which means he has access to everyone's accounts at the touch of a button.
Jesus Christ. You have any information regarding the ES Award?
Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child.
What can you tell me about the TPS?
When you join, they send you a small chunk of rock from the Earth itself. I keep mine on my desk.
Interesting.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
Alright, let's head out onto the dance floor, whatever the fuck this is, because this seems to be where I'm actually supposed to talk to people.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
An open bar would have been nice. But Trident's gouging us for
Here for
every credit
business?
we've got.
Our pleasure.
What do you know about Larry?
Let's put it this way. He screwed over so many people. If he suddenly disappeared from the universe, I don't think anyone would miss him.
What do you know about the award?
Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year.
What can you tell me about the TPS?
It is a shame that the Earth ended in such a sorry state, but I'm glad the Society has the nerve to do something about it.
Well, what are they doing?
Enjoy the rest of the event.
We're just celebrating it. You know what I mean? We're just
I
looking
certainly
at it.
hope they decide to hold all future Society events aboard a Starliner.
I will say, it is quite the view. I mean, this is a massive window. Like, that's a crazy view to get. Now, how bad does it look when you zoom in? I mean, it looks pretty rough. I mean, that planet is rotating awfully quickly. And it hardly looks like we're drifting. I mean, we kind of are. It does seem to be moving, actually. Yeah, even Barrett's looking out.
I'm
Hello,
sorry.
sir.
I don't believe we've met. Do I know you?
Oh shit, that's Larry.
And don't bother me again.
I didn't know who that was. Also, I'm pretty sure that's
The society
that's
chair
another Skyrim
really
voice.
outdone herself this time.
Please remember to obey all posted safety and mustering instructions.
So, what brings you aboard?
Know anything about Larry?
He's been spending a lot of time with Claudius Whist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it.
That's information. What do you know about the ES award?
Sheila Holbrook is chair.
Yeah. What about the TPS?
Donations to the society can be debited from my bank account on a monthly basis. I barely have to lift a finger to help. Well, that was boring.
Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia. Not much. Other than the fact that they host these wonderfully entertaining gala events every month.
Every month?
Nice to have met you.
Jesus Christ, every month.
Are you a member of the society? He's been spending a lot of time. I'm a silver member of the society, but only 100,000 more credits, and I hit the gold tier. Don't forget to donate to the cause.
So this sounds like an obvious scam.
Mind moving along? I'm trying to enjoy the
certainly hope they
celebration.
decide to hold all future society events. Is this about that feature SSNN ran a few years ago? I can assure you, this is a legitimate charity organization.
Yeah, it sounds to me like it
That's
isn't.
all then? Okay.
Quite
Have you tried
a
the
lovely
canapes?
Starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, eh?
It's critical that the society keeps the memories of Earth alive in our hearts. I'm doing my part by attending this spectacular event.
Yeah, okay.
That's
I'm
all
doing
then?
my part. Like, shut the
Okay.
fuck up. What about you,
The
huh?
society chair has... It is critical that the society keeps the...
Okay, I seem to have exhausted all of
Here
it.
for business or pleasure?
Gabriel Vera.
Can we do this later? I'm busy.
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
Any complaints?
So I can just talk to Larry.
I'm sorry. I don't believe we've met. Do I know you?
We need to talk about some
And
evidence.
don't
Oh
bother
shit.
me again.
Okay, so there's a handful of things I can do now.
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation,
Alright, so I'm in the guest suite now. Alright, cool. Holy shit, this place is fucking huge. Access the safe.
I prefer
and
swimming in
talk to Clyde.
bioluminescent hot springs under a sky full of moons, but hey, the pool is nice.
There's Claudia Twist, kind of just hiding in the back. You look drunk as hell, lady.
Sorry, do I know you?
Sorry, do I know you? How about you clean out your fucking nose? There's no harm in a friendly little chat between two people.
Okay, wait, are you seriously... are you trying to pick me up? Look, I appreciate the compliment, but I'm already seeing someone, and my partner doesn't like competition. He gets very jealous.
Would your partner happen to be Larry Dumbrosky?
Who? Look, can you just cut to the chase already? What's this about?
Maybe I should talk to Larry's wife instead.
His wife? Oh, for the love of God. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy?
Are you willing to part with your Galbank credentials?
You're not very bright, are you? I'm a grade C3 exec at Galbank. That means my credentials get me into 2 places, the front door and the ladies' room. If that's all you really want, you're certainly welcome to them.
All I need is something incriminating on Dumbrosky.
If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dumbrosky, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that?
That is a good question. I'm an undercover agent for the UC SysDef.
Oh, damn it all to hell. You're one of the authorities? Then I'm already sunk. Alright, you've made your point. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme where thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
You're pissed off? Imagine how Dumbrosky's gonna feel when we start stepping on his toes.
Good. I hope you crush them so badly he'll be unable to walk.
You hate the guy so much, why were you defending him a moment ago?
I didn't know who the hell you were. For all I knew, you were working for Dumbrosky. It's called playing it cool. You should try it sometime.
How many credits are we talking about here?
I'm not gonna tell you. Let's just say that I'd be sent to prison for a long time if Galbank figured it out.
You're angrier at Dumbrosky than I expected.
Oh, angry isn't even the right word. The plan was solid. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them.
You think he was using you?
Oh, I know he was using me. At the same time, he was saying how much he loved me. He was stringing me along and stabbing me in the back.
Why didn't you confront him?
I was going to confront him back on Jemison, but then he invited me on this little trip through the stars. All expenses paid, first-class accommodations, the works. I figured, why not wait until I've milked him for every credit he's spending before I drop the hammer?
Why aren't you worried I'll blow the whistle on this whole thing?
You won't do that. You're here because you've got some kind of side hustle in the works. If you wanted to blow the whistle, you would have boarded this ship with the authorities.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Well, if you want revenge, just give me the proof and I can use it against him.
I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Alright. What was Dumbrosky and Vera's contribution to the Galbank scheme?
What, are you writing a damn novel? Fine. Vera works for UC Security, so he kept a lookout on their comnet for any Galbank chatter. I guess you could call him our early warning system. And Dumbrosky made sure that all of the crypto manipulation I was working on didn't turn up in Galbank's automatic audits. You need top clearance for that kind of access, so we had to cut him in, whether we liked it or not.
What exactly was going on between you and Dumbrosky?
What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I want. If I have to squash him on my way to the top, then so be it. Let's get one thing straight. Larry Dumbrosky's no saint. He deserves everything that's coming to him.
You're sounding just as manipulative as Dumbrosky.
Seriously? Why make it worse?
Where the hell do you get off judging me? You don't know that asshole like I do, okay? Dumbrosky
You're the one
is
fucking
a piece
sleeping
of
with
human
him.
Garbage. He'd stab you in the back for table scraps, then stab you again to steal dessert. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth, and then leave him in the dust. Not bad for a lowly Galbank worker drone, right?
And you don't think that's manipulative? Stupid fucking bitch. And shut the fuck up, Barrett. What a fucking cocksucker. Oh, really? Why you gotta make it worse? The fucking bitch is a fucking whore. Like, you think I'm gonna have any goddamn patience for this? Like, oh, what do you think is going on? Like, I know damn well what's going on. Like, what was the gain? Was it literally just money? Like, she's just a gold digger. That's all she fucking is. For her to make the claim that she's not manipulative is obvious fucking gaslighting. And also clear gaslighting by the devs. They don't seem to think that what she's doing is bad. They think she's a victim in this. No, she's very aware of what she's doing. What was your contribution, huh?
I wrote a computer algorithm that basically creates a randomized number of false ghost credits that mimic the crypto key of actual credits.
She's not innocent
Then the
at all.
algorithm simply passes the ghost credits to whatever legit transfers that the bank transacts. The genuine credits enter a dummy account. The best part is that I also alter the crypto keys as the real cash flows into our accounts. By the time it lands in our pockets, the creds are clean. So, on paper, it appears that all of the bank's transactions are covered, when it's really just our ghosted dummy creds. Genius, right?
Yeah.
I hope you heard
sure.
Dumbrosky. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Be real satisfying to see her go down with him.
Glad to have you aboard.
Oh, you're the purser, huh?
Welcome to the purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today?
No, I'm fine, thanks. What exactly does a chief purser do on a Starliner?
An excellent question. My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks.
Well, can I store things with confidence in your safe?
Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So,
oh my
as you
God.
can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe.
I'd like to take a peek at the Earth Savior Award if I could.
I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip.
What do you think of Captain Rokov?
I'm sorry. It's against Trident policy to discuss our personal feelings towards a fellow crewmate.
Ha! There's something on your mind better to share. I won't judge.
I suppose. All right, but you didn't hear this from me. Do you understand? I don't want to lose my job. I like Captain Rokov, but I think he's mixed up with some very dangerous people. I was bringing some paperwork to his quarters one day, and I found a slate with a message he received from someone named Delgado. That would normally be fine, but the message mentions the Crimson Fleet, as in pirates. Can you believe it? If we want to grab it, the slate should still be in his quarters. Somewhere. Don't forget to tell your friends how much you enjoy the cruise.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Damn, look at all that shit in there. That's Gabriel's place. His room would probably be in the upper decks, right? Sheila's office.
If you have any needs, please enter a request in.
To think, the crew barely had space to stand in their rooms.
What are you talking about? These are huge.
A Starview pass is required to enter the main ballroom.
That room just appears to be nothing. He's gotta have a room in here, right? Where the fuck is it? This is the purser's office. Gabriel Vera's quarters. Claudia Swist's room. Where's Captain Rokov's? Well, I would assume the captain's quarters would be in like a really hyper-specific place, right? Laundry services. Literally nothing in here. This is Larry's room. We might want to go in there at some point. More stairs. Sheila Holbrook. I was gonna say, I doubt there's anything like up here in this part of it. Yeah, like what the fuck? Where's his room at? Does this place go further up, too? Like, am I... No, because this is the top floor of this area. What the hell? And this doesn't go anywhere. That's Sheila Holbrook's room. Is it this? Because this just looks like an empty room. Like it's currently being refurbished. Passenger Grayson Slate. Your loving son Hannibal. Okay. Well, no, that's not this room. Clearly. Yeah, like, what the hell? Where is his room? The captain's quarters gotta be somewhere by... Purser's office. Gabriel Vera. It's fancy sculpture. Crew quarters.
Captain Rokov said you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas. Just don't touch anything, please.
Captain Rokov's terminal. Okay, this is Rokov's office. Got all sorts of stuff. He's got a little plushie. That's embarrassing. Got a master safe. That's what we're looking for. Once again, I'm refusing your request to join. Yeah, figures. So that'll probably end up nabbing Rokov, I guess, while we're here. Hack into his computer, see what we can find. Talk to the big guy just like that. I thought there was no way you're coming back. You had a chance, you blew it. Offloading 20 crates of furniture wasn't worth the time or the money. Got a deadbeat on your ship, one of the crew, name's Kendley. Good work on the Kendley thing. Blah, blah, blah. And that's what I'm talking about. Received an incident report regarding Kendley. Reported missing. Wow, he got sucked out the airlock. Yeah,
Even if
things
you
have been
can't
going
break this
missing on
system's
the ship.
security, this was a good attempt.
Yeah, and this is just the crew quarters. Everything else in here is probably useless. So we can head back up.
Equipping this ship with triple redundancy in almost every...
We might as well, since we can, break into everybody else's rooms as well. Current cabin status. Oh, prohibited without a pass, huh? Let's autosave real quick, just in case this fucks things up. Are you serious? So I've got to use 2 singles on this first phase. That's so dumb. What the fuck? Alright, undo. Alright, no alarms have been tripped, so that means we are in the clear. She's got a bunch of mannequins set up, all of which are wearing the same outfit. Bunch of chunks. Fine dining over here. Chocolate and grapes. Oh, she's got several floors. Look at how elaborate that is. Man. She also has a plushie. Story of the Heavens. Interesting. We'll put the gun down. Actually gonna take that. Yeah, that's crazy. Expert lock. I can pick that. Damn, I don't think any of those actually quite fit, so we're gonna have to use at least one of these single notches. That one just doesn't quite fit in any of those. This one fits in these pretty well. Got it. Take those credits. Barrett doesn't seem to be too opposed to me stealing all of her things, so that's good. Formal slack suit and a fashionable suit. Interesting. Ugh. So that's just the shirt. Wow, that was a door, I couldn't even tell. Okay, nothing really crazy in here. She doesn't strike me as anyone, you know, deep in shit. That one's blocked. Are those the only ones that were up top here? Yeah, because then you have laundry service. And we've got... This is Dumbrosky's room. This is definitely one we need to break into. Doesn't look like there's one that quite fits that, so we're just gonna need to use these two. Alright, and it gets really stupid up here. Doesn't fit there. Doesn't fit anywhere on there. Same thing with that. This fits. And this fits. Got it. What are we looking at here? In Dumbrosky's main office. Couple of books on the table, a couple of tablets, some credits. I'll leave those. I'm not really too keen on robbing him completely blind. It's got the Chunks Employee Handbook for some odd reason. He's just got a lot of coffee. And a boost pack just lying around. I'm sure he has fun with that. He's got a lot of credits just kind of splayed out everywhere. He's got Dracula sitting on his bed. Fashionable suit. Casual street suit. What does that look like? It's just tan. Or salmon. Oh, that's hideous. Does have a safe. But I'm not really going to waste my time picking that lock. It's probably just going to be like the last one, where there's not really anything worth it inside. Honestly, kind of shocked. I was expecting something to be in these. Ooh. Well, let me sneak. Pretty complicated fucking lock for a novice. Oh, I guess this is just the controls. Yeah, alright. Yeah, shockingly no evidence within his office there. I figured there'd be more. That's a little disappointing. Maybe it's just there that you can steal from him. Because I doubt anyone else is really going to have anything hyper valuable in their office. But I do want to check Gabriel's. Because I think Gabriel will have something juicy in his. There we go. Shut up, Barrett. He's got bullets. He's got a knife. He's got a fucking minigun. Jesus. He's got a pistol. has got a pretty snazzy looking UC security pack. Looks pretty nice, not gonna lie. And a vested suit and urban slackwear. Yeah, no thanks. Not seeing any evidence, incriminating or otherwise, so... He's just leaving his towels on the ground. Yeah, nothing in there. Alright, that was the only one I was really willing to check out. Because he had all those boxes in there. Let's go talk to Gabriel. We've dicked around enough in here.
Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times. Have a safe journey.
Blah, 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 blah.
The ship's purser can assist you with any matters regarding the security.
Oh, that kind of hurt. God
If you have
damn.
any specific requests, please speak to one of the crew's attendants.
Hello. You here for the charity event?
You often attend honest and worthy causes?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a firm believer that attending these types of events tends to absolve one of their sins and cleanse their soul. But something tells me you're not really here to discuss the event. What did you really want to talk about?
Well, actually I'm here on business.
Well, I work for UC Security, meaning that business isn't exactly my area of expertise. I'm afraid I can't really help you. If you're looking for a business opportunity, you might want to check with someone else.
What do you do for UC Security?
You mean specifically? Oh, I work for the Corporate Fraud Division. We
That's
monitor all of
hilarious.
the major megacorp financials and transactions to ensure that nothing improper occurs. You're asking a lot of strange questions. What exactly do you want?
What exactly brings you aboard the Siren of the Stars?
To be honest, I'm here to keep an eye on the charity event. It might not be as glamorous an assignment as a colony rescue or taking down some criminals, but anything that keeps the peace is important to me. What is this all about, anyway?
Claudia Swist says you have some information about Larry Dumbrosky.
Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
Maybe I am a little drunk, but you're still a liar.
Back off or what?
Don't test me. You have no idea how high up the chain I am with UC Security. Not only can I make you disappear, I can also make sure the settled systems forget you existed in the first place.
Maybe I'll hand any evidence I already have over to the authorities.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything
So
you
am
try
I.
to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe? Get the hell away from me before I have you arrested.
That
Pleased
view
to
is
make your
absolutely
acquaintance.
spectacular, isn't it?
Who's that up there? Acquire the ES award. Return to Yevgeny.
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman.
I need your claim ID for the Earth Savior Award.
Excuse me? And why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that?
Just hand over the ID so I can be on my way.
And why in goodness name would I possibly agree to that ridiculous demand?
I just need information. Nothing will ever connect back to you.
I mean, it might be okay.
There's no fucking way. I'm tired of asking, tell me now, has nothing to do with this. I'm just gonna auto-persuade.
Calm down. I'm still thinking about it. Oh, just take the damn thing already. Listen, maybe you can keep this between us. If the award goes missing, there's no need for the insurance company to get involved.
Yeah, there is no way in hell that this woman would allow me to take the award. This is crazy. This should have been a thing like I had to steal her claim ID or something.
Please let me know on behalf of
All right.
luxury
This is the
have a safe
complimentary
journey.
service where they hold all the fabulous riches right back there.
Wow. It's pretty good. And a medic uniform, look at that. Pretty random selection of things, I must say. Suppressed refined razorback. Bunch of junk. That's literally it. That's all that's back here. Oh, those cowards. You can't even see it. Holy shit. It's worth 65,000 credits, though. That's insane. Then I have the option to kill Larry, which is wild.
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times, or you won't have access.
So it says talk to him. I'm not sure why. So let's talk to him.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up, and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested.
Does he actually have the authority to arrest me?
Oh, absolutely. He's up the ladder at UC Security. Lots of pull. We have to handle this very delicately.
He must be bluffing.
I know the guy. He doesn't bluff. But I'd bet my last cred stick he's running scared. There's clearly something going on between Vera, Swiss, and Dumbrosky. But we need hard evidence to use it to our advantage. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows.
Why shouldn't we just kill Vera and be done with it?
Yeah, that's smart. Kill Vera, or anyone else involved in his conspiracy, and then Dumbrosky heads for the hills. Besides, you really want to ace a member of UC Security and have them breathing down your neck? You'll be the top story on SSNN. No. There has to be a safer way.
Should we wait until he returns to his cabin? Falls asleep?
Maybe. But if something goes wrong, and he's able to raise an alarm, we're sunk. With all of these wealthy patrons aboard, the ship is crawling with security.
Maybe a ship-wide emergency.
Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors.
Can't I just shoot my
Manipulate a few
gun?
controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency.
Won't the ship be at risk without life support?
This is one of Trident's premier starliners. That means it has the best of everything, including a triple redundancy life support system. They installed a backup for the backup. Luckily for us, it will still trip an emergency, and everyone will have to return to their quarters until I sound the all clear, which I won't.
Guess I'll do whatever it takes to get it done.
I'm not particularly inspired by your shining example of confident leadership here.
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help.
You have the lowdown on Gabriel Vera?
On the surface, he's an upstanding citizen of the United Colonies, pretty high up in UC security. Lots of clout with Mast. Underneath, he's a greedy piece of garbage. Given the chance, he'd backstab you for a cred stick and pin the murder on someone else. Come to think of it, if he wasn't such a petty tyrant, he'd probably thrive with the Crimson Fleet.
Once the emergency is sounded, how does the ship lockdown work?
All passengers are instructed to immediately report to their cabins. That way, we keep the halls clear and avoid a panic. Fortunately for us, all of the passenger cabin doors will automatically unlock. This is normally to ensure the crew can check cabins quickly and without interference. But in our case, it's like having an all-access pass.
Where exactly is the life support system located?
There's access to the crew section that you can reach through the Starfield ballroom. Chief Sundin should be there, wasting time at his station as usual. Have fun with that guy. He's a real piece of work. Once you're past Sundin, just look for the room marked Environmental Control. Everything you need is inside. Remember, the moment you shut down that system, the entire ship goes into lockdown mode.
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times.
Just... why?
Please remain in designated...